So overall, I think that went pretty well. Eventually, I did figure out how to get it on the eye. Like, you put it on the tip of your finger and you push it onto the eyeball part right there, the iris, whatever. And then I ended up like pushing it up a little bit underneath of the eyelid. Instead of trying to like put it there and then blink, it was easier to like whoosh, and stick it up. And that's how I found the most success. But it was kind of difficult to maneuver, especially at first. I think it takes some practice, and I'm not sure there's anything you can do other than just fuck around and find out. So that's where we landed on that. But I think overall it wasn't bad. My eyes are a little bit itchy right now. There was like a little bit of irritation, but I think overall it's fine. I think I want to try it with the ghost costume. But I've been trying not to go ghost for a little bit because I'm trying to see what it's like without grease paint, without, the mask. See if that helps clear up my skin at all. But my skin, I don't know, it's really weird. It seems like it'll get almost all the way better and I will be done breaking out and it'll be all healed up. And then suddenly, boom, it's back. So I'm not sure if it's an environmental irritant or what. I still need to maybe consider going to the dermatologist. 6 of Wands, that might be a good idea. But there's something here. I think linking back to that... No, we're not going to talk about that. It's fine. But I think this was a big success. And I think if I wanted to wear contacts, like real contacts for glasses, I could probably do that now. I think even though I didn't set out to accomplish that goal, it's something that I can manage. And isn't it funny how the universe kind of prepares you for these little things that you're maybe not even thinking about? I was talking to an old friend who said she never understood me getting snakes because I was terrified of them. And I used snakes to conquer my fear. And then she was like, nope, absolutely not. Like, that's terrible. Won't do it. Never, never, never. And then her daughter wanted a snake more than anything. And this was before she ever had kids. But it was like the universe, spirit, was like, okay, never, ever, 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 huh? And all her little girl wanted was a fucking snake. And of course she ended up taking care of it. So like she had to get over her thing with snakes and she's actually become affectionate with the little guy. And it's like, you may not even plan to tackle a particular fear or discomfort, but the universe will conspire to make you. And that's why you need to be really careful about what you say you will never, ever, ever, ever do. Because 9 times out of 10, you either do it and it's a bad thing, or you have to do it because it's what you need to do. So be careful with your wording. The other big warning here is don't ever, for a second, think that won't happen to me. Because it can and it will. And if you think that, that's when it happens. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but I guess it's necessary. But there's, what else, Spirit? What else we got going on here? Plant check-in? No. Not a plant check-in. Synchronicity deck. Yeah, we'll do synchronicity deck. Sunflowers have been super prominent last week. And sunflowers, well, they always pointed me in the direction of the twin flame for the longest time. Lately, sunflowers have been synchronistic with the 777. Global ascension, freedom from oppression, liberation. And they have always represented joy and freedom and vitality. But this is kind of a different context, right? Freedom has a whole new word. It's not just living carefree in your life, in the yard, looking at beautiful things. It's something bigger right now. And collectively, we are seeing such potential being tapped into. People's gifts are awakening. And it's not just that, it's that people are going back to school. They're educating themselves in ways that they never thought they could before. People that had given up on things are suddenly going back and are determined to make something out of the situation, to make something out of themselves, to restart if they need to. They are not scared right now. There's something here about baring your fangs. And we've got mass fucking awakening, guys. I can't make it up. We are still building momentum. That eclipse energy is culminating. The seed planted so long ago, a shift we all consciously decided to make. A door that we had to step through. We didn't have to, but we did. And it's so present in so many lives. What else do we got? It's so funny that all of these floaties in the sky right now are reminding me of cherry blossoms. Surrender. We've been drawing that a lot this week too. And I literally just said, bare your fucking fangs, because I noticed this jaguar or panther or whatever the fuck it is baring his fangs. And that's optimism. That's hope. That's sun energy right behind him. So we've got hope on the horizon, but movement in silence, baring your fangs. That's like an aggressive stance. Because he doesn't look like he's hunting. He looks like he's like hissing, like something has approached him and he's saying, back the fuck off. This is protect your peace kind of energy. Look at that. Look at that. He's like, fucking try me. Maybe that's our energy right now, but we have surrendered to this awakening, to this ascension, and we are like, oh, you got a problem with that? Fucking try me. We've got the origin popping out again. Maybe I'll change it back to the origin, because the familiar felt right, and it has felt right for a long time. But sometimes card meanings can shift based on what's going on in the world, in your life, in your spirit. And the familiar will always have a context here. That trust in spirit, that new beginning kind of energy, the loyal companion, the spirit guide, the wolf. But this truly is the origin. On a 111 portal, we birthed the Fool. We really started getting momentum after that, right? That was right before everything changed. And I don't know why I'm being called to use my synchronicity deck so much right now, but I haven't really for a long time. Dragonfly energy, we just pulled that too. Change, transformation, rebirth, rippling out into the world, creating change in others, for others. And we've got the masculine twin on the bottom again. This is a resurgence of that same energy from earlier, and you know what? We're going to pull it. Timeline shifting popped out just there. I'm seeing a blue butterfly. I really need to learn the names. It's a blue morpho, I think. I didn't remember that, but I think I remember that. The wave, momentum, flow. Lining up with surrender. We have so much water energy in the collective today. And flower of life again. Make your choices wisely, because you will land in your destined path no matter what you do. You are a healer.